Hey guys, it's Linda, and I thought I would film some collective Trollbeads purchases for the month of May. I guess otherwise known as Trollbeads Trouble, so to speak. I have on this side my very first really big haul. And then my most recent one, which contained some of the new Queen's Jubilee collection. So I'm going to go ahead and start with my very first purchase. And let me just kind of show you here. So you can see I treated myself to the Mother's Day bead and had enough of a spend to get the free Mamma Mia, and definitely a whole bunch of armadillo beads there. So let me get these off the ribbon so I can show them to you in closer detail. All right, so here is everything still on the ribbon, and I'm gonna go ahead and start with the Happy Flowers bead first for Mother's Day. And since I have really started collecting troll beads, since I've been able to, I should say, afford really collecting troll beads, I have treated myself to the Mother's Day promotion since I've been able to. And I thought this year's bead was so pretty. I know they had, what was it, the Compassion Rose. Last year, the year before that, it was the bracelet with the rose clasp. The year before that, was it the Flow of Love or White Roses? I know I have a few years, like there's a few years that are long gone that I would love to find, but I don't know if I'll ever be able to find some of those older ones that I missed out on, but we do what we can with what we have. But this one, this year's, is so pretty, and I actually wouldn't mind getting another, I think. But I picked a very beautiful one, in my opinion. It has the softest pink little flower, little 5-petal flower with a orange center, and like there is like a little bubble over each flower center, as you can see. And it also has like these variegated leaves that run from almost like a darker olive green to a lighter, almost like lime green, all on a white base. And it's got a clear overlay, like you can see. Here's the side profile, just kind of showing how they make the bead. You can see the flowers are towards the surface of the glass. The white base with the green is at the core. This is just such a pretty bead. And when you had enough of a spend, you received a Mamma Mia bead for free. And I do believe Mamma Mia was a Mother's Day bead previously as well. And this one, I really got a very pretty specimen with the variegation in the leaves as well. And I think they're a nice complement to one another. I actually have another Mamma Mia in my collection. the one I have previously is a little bit chubbier, but still a very nice bead. Right now I have it next to my masala facets and some of my aqua edge petals and aqua edge pumpkins. Don't have a lot of orange in my collection, but I thought this was such a pretty Mother's Day offering, so I definitely treated myself to it. And one of the things that I purchased, I when the Armadillo collection first came out, I, kind of thought, I could probably, pass on it. And then I started seeing the styling possibilities with beads that I already own in my collection. And I thought, well, maybe I'll get one or two. I wound up pretty much getting the whole kit. I think the only one that I did not get was the blue sky armadillo, and that one I'm even kind of teetering on because I've seen a couple of really pretty stylings using it. But I'm going to start with the silver armadillo bead, and this is just such a cute design. You can see on the side profile it's just a nice little round bead, and it just has like this little armadillo just all curled up, and you can see the details on his shell, like the plating. I don't know if that's what you call it, but he's got like his cute little snout and his eyes and his little feet, and he is just all curled up, all roly-poly like. And then you have like the shell, it varies between like the textured armored one to more of a smooth armored plating, and then it goes back to the textured plating. And I like how it has even like this beaded detail along the rim there. And then we have the plain, which then kind of morphs into, his little front feet and his little face and ears again. Just an adorable little silver bead. So could not resist getting it. And then I also treated myself to the Sunshine Flower Armadillo bead. And this one is just a real pretty yellow. Like it's got like a really soft buttery yellow that transitions into like a deeper lemon to sunshine yellow. And then the edges of the armadillo portion are done up in white. And then this has just a really pretty little 3-petal flower done up in that beautiful, almost like periwinkle blue, periwinkle purple with a white flower center. And I just thought this was so pretty. I primarily wanted to design it with my one Germany diamond bead. I thought that's going to be a really nice pairing. I don't have a lot of yellow in my Trollbeads collection, so this will be a nice welcome addition. That's going to pair well with other beads in my collection. And then the next armadillo bead, let's see. I'm just going to, this one here is the light pastel armadillo. And this one, again, has kind of like that buttery yellow that goes into this soft mint green. And again, it does have like the white edges. I like how there's kind of like a grayish grayish green shadow there. And I don't know if you've noticed, but one of the things, and this is, you know, me being just an old Trollbeads collector, tell me if anyone else out there has heard this, but I always like to showcase my armadillos with the armor part forming like a smile versus like if I showed it this way, it looks like a frown. Like if I wear it on a bracelet, I like to have it where it looks like it's smiling at me. And I don't ever want to have it where one is frowning and one is smiling. Like, I don't know. It's something I think, way back when I started collecting, I remember hearing that. So I don't know if anyone else has ever heard that, but now that you've heard it, you can't unhear it. So let me know your thoughts on that. But that again is the light pastel armadillo bead next to the sunshine flower. And then this next one I thought was really cool. And I actually really did get a very cool one. This is the Serenity Shades Armadillo. And the thing that's really cool about my armadillo is that the stock photos show yellow, and mine does not have any yellow on it whatsoever. So I got a unique one. Mine has the blue. It has kind of like that green. It has cream, but it does not have any yellow on it whatsoever. So I kind of got a unique one. So this one is the Serenity Shades. And then this one is the Ivory Flowers Armadillo. And this one, like the stock photos, make it look like very, almost like a cream ivory. And like, I feel it's more like a warm, a very warm ivory, almost like to the point where it does have a little bit of a yellow cast to it. But there are still touches, like right there, where it is more of a creamy ivory. But this one, the 3-petal flowers have just a little bit of a sparkle. I don't know if you can see that there. And then it does have a yellow center. So this one again is the Ivory flower. And then I think my favorite armadillo out of all of them is this one here. And this is the Pale Rose Armadillo. And this one has just the softest pink and the softest mint. They just look so pretty together. And this one I know I've seen styled with like the rose diamond bead that came out from last year's surprise collection, like lots of baby pinks, and maybe even like the meditation bead that I just recently purchased, along with that I always want to call it cherry blossom, but I know it's not that. That pink bead that I recently purchased. So this is the Pale Rose. So let me just get them all on a rod together. So these are all of the armadillos that I purchased. And I actually do, it's funny, like when I go and I look at my collection, like I know that last year's spring collection had this kind of like polka dotted, spotted armadillo in it. And then I do have, like on this rod here, a purple armadillo from years past. And then, let's see, I do have a pair of the Ivory armadillos. And then I have this armadillo right here. It's really pretty with that turquoise and green. So I actually have quite a few armadillos in my collection. So that was everything I purchased for Mother's Day. And now let me show you what is in this box here. And you can see I really treated myself to a couple silvers and a couple of the Queen Jubilee beads. So let me get these off the cushion and ribbon as well. All right, so here is everything on the ribbon, just out of the packaging. And I'm going to go ahead and share the silvers first that I picked up. And this beauty here, I saw this with Pandora Panda here on YouTube, as well as my dear friend Ollie, who is Pandorably Charmed. And this has just the most gorgeous blossom. This was, I believe it's a nasturtium blossom is what this is supposed to be. And it features two fully bloomed nasturtium flowers on either side, along with three buds. Like we have a bud here that's just starting to open, and then a bud here. And then what's cool is like these nasturtium flowers, the openings, the flower openings there are a perfect match on either side. So you can like see through the flower, which I think is a really well thought out design idea. Not sure if this is one by Soren Neeson or not. It wouldn't surprise me if it was, because he always makes the most beautiful flower beads. Well, just the most beautiful beads, period. It's not in the Trollbeads USA website. Like, it's not on the website at all anymore, which kind of bums me out, because I always like to use that jewelry box feature that they have. Whenever I purchase beads, I indicate that I purchased them on my by moving them into my jewelry box. So I kind of have like a inventory of everything that I own from Trollbeads, and this one is not on the website where I can do that. So if anyone knows who the designer of this particular flower bead is, I would love to know. If it is Soren, like I said, it would not surprise me at all if it was him. Now, this next silver bead, I do know was designed by Soren. And this is called Spirit of Freedom. I also know that people, like it's nicknamed the Peter Pan bead. And as you can see, it is, I mean, very reminiscent of Peter Pan. Like he has his little knife tucked in his belt there. He also has a satchel that he's wearing kind of over his shoulder that he, tucks his treasures into. And he is just kind of sitting there, cross-legged with his arms crossed, just kind of in this contemplative state. He does have his little shoes. You can see the expression on his face. I mean, his hair is all tousled. Like, this is just such a well-styled bead. You can see his fingers. Like, I have wanted this bead for the longest time, and it is getting very limited. Like, I want to say on the Trollbeads site, it is down to single digits. So I jumped on this one because I knew I would regret it if I did not get him. So this is Spirit of Freedom, otherwise known as the Peter Pan bead. And then let's see, I did wind up getting, this is another retired bead. This one is called Yellow Twinkle. And I do not have a lot of yellow in my Trollbeads collection. And the main jumping off point for getting this particular bead were the Queen Jubilee beads here, because they do look beautiful when styled with various yellows. And this one is a faceted bead, like you can see the faceting there in the side view. This one does seem to have more of a, at least in my opinion, a golden yellow overlay versus a clear yellow or a clear overlay. It does have like almost like a white or creamy light yellow base. And then you can see it does have that golden glitter just prominently in sections. Like there's one section, then we have an empty section free of the glitter, and then we have, the section that has the glitter, and then an empty section, and then we have the section again. And so this is Yellow Twinkle, and it actually is really beautiful. I've never really paid much particular attention to this bead in the catalog. Like, I've seen it. There's another one called Red Twinkle that's very similar, except for it's red, that I think also would look really well with the Daisy Jubilee bead. And I know it's still available to my knowledge. So let me start. We're going to go with the bead that was a surprise. Like, I do not have a lot of red in my collection. This is the Daisy Jubilee bead, and this particular bead represents Queen Margrethe II of Denmark. And I guess it is her Daisy Jubilee, which is 50 years of being on the throne. And, well, here, let's just see this with that yellow twinkle. It is gorgeous. I'm trying to think. I'm just grabbing my amber here. I know Allie, when Anna and Alyssa, they were having like a live, Trollbeads Texas was having a live tea party where they were showcasing uh, the Queen Jubilee and the, um, oh goodness, I'm sorry, the Daisy Jubilee and the Queen of Duty, which is the purple beads. And, you know, all of us were like, oh, can you show it with this? Can you show it with that? And so I remember Ollie wound up picking up one of the ambers with, I think, 2 bees. I think she lucked out and got one with 2 bees. I have one with 1 bee. But it looks beautiful with the amber, as you can see. And let me see. I know that I've seen it showcased, I believe, with Sense of Shimmer. Looks beautiful. It was really featured quite a bit with various white beads, your pearls. Like this was from, what, spring last year? And I'm blanking out on the names. I know this one is Rays of Sun. It looks beautiful. I believe, I'm not going to take it off, but it looks really good with the Scirocco. It also, I think, will look really good with the white roses. This is Blizzard. Obviously the Ivory Armadillos. White paper fold, white stripes. This is what, conch. So it really pairs well with the whites. And since I do have quite a few whites in my collection, I went for it. So this is the Daisy Jubilee. And then I did really treat myself with it being purple. Like I originally was just going to go in for 2 of the Queen of Duty purple beads. And the Queen of Duty represents Queen Elizabeth II, who is celebrating 70 years on the throne. That is just so hard to believe that she has been queen for 70 years, but she has triumphed over so many things. But let me just show them all by themselves. And then we'll feature with Yellow Twinkle. And then we have the beautiful amber. I know I've seen them on a bracelet. Like with the, and I know it's not Ivory Violets. I cannot think of what this one is. It's from the Purple Heaven kit. That much I know. But it looks beautiful showcased with this particular bead. Let me see. I'm actually getting a couple of beads here. This is all from the Lakeside Forest kit. Here it is with drifting seeds. It kind of picks up the purple in the seeds. And there's this one. And I can't remember, again, the name of this one. I want to say it's something honey. But it's going to be fun kind of pairing this up with some of the various beads that I have. So this is the beautiful Queen of Duty. Actually, I'm going to just real quickly, because it's here It actually looks kind of fun picking up the purples in my troll stone as well. But super, super fun. So with the tea party, so to speak, if you wound up, there's a little hair, if you wound up purchasing, I believe it was one of each, while supplies last, Trollbeads Texas was giving either like a stackable jewelry box or one of those little zip around jewelry boxes. I want to say they offered, can't even remember now if they offered a scarf. And then they also offered a jewelry roll to me. And I jumped on the jewelry roll because I have been looking at this for the longest time. And it is the softest, just buttery feeling. I'm not sure if it's leather. I think it's leather, but I could be wrong. It could be just a really soft, buttery vinyl, but it is so well made. Let me go ahead and just kind of open this up for you so you can see it. And on the inside, there is a couple of charm bars. And the charm bars, they unscrew on either end here. Oh, and there goes that little bottom. So, you know, they basically unscrew so you can kind of load up your bars here with different beads. And then, of course, you can, you know, put the little corner on and kind of tuck it away. Like on the inside, there is this feature here, which I believe is for rings. And then there is a zippered compartment here, which goes all the way down to like right here. And then there is 2 additional zipper compartments. Like there is this one that just goes to the bottom. And then we have this one that goes all the way to the bottom. So this would be perfect for like bangles, along with bracelets and locks. Like this is such a fun little case. So I am very, very thankful that I have it. And I love the Trollbeads logo that's kind of etched in there. So yeah, I am very, very happy with everything that I have managed to treat myself to, and definitely looking forward to playing with everything. So let me know, what is your favorite out of everything that I purchased here? Are you getting any of the Queen Jubilee beads? Like these are limited edition. Like, are you getting them just because they're limited edition, or are you just getting them because you just fell in love with them? Like this red totally took me by surprise. Like I just love this color. Oh, and you know what? I meant to show one of the, like some of the other beads that they, like completely out of order here. But like they showed the Daisy Jubilee, like this was with the poinsettia bracelet. Like it looks really nice. Not a perfect match, but it does look really well paired with that poinsettia bead. And then it also, of course, looks beautiful when paired with garnets. Like I had brought these out to talk about them, and I totally spaced showing. So it looks really good with the little go-round garnets as well as with the feldspar. It also surprisingly looks really good with the glass bead that was included in the pardon me, the autumn bead, or the autumn bracelet from last year. Look how beautiful that is. Okay, I'm really going to let you go before I start coughing and lose my voice. So, hope you enjoyed, guys, and take care. Bye.